Hello everyone, my name is Carrie Walker and welcome back to my channel. My voice is a little hoarse right now. I'm getting over a cold, so I got my tea and I am gonna make this video kind of short just so that I don't have to talk a ton. But today I thought I would do a fun little journaling Q&A for you guys. It's still super hot. Ow. But so the first question actually is, do you bullet journal? Which is actually really funny that that's the first question that I have on like my long list of questions. I've literally just screenshotted, like, I don't know if it's focusing, but I've literally just like screenshotted every single time I see a question of you guys's, and it's like in this long like folder, album, whatever on my phone. And the next question that I haven't answered is, do you bullet journal? Which again, it's funny because I actually just started bullet journaling this past month. It's my first ever month bullet journaling, and I've been making a lot of TikTok videos about it, and I recently opened an Etsy shop to sell prints of my bullet journals. They're online prints though. They're just like blank copies that you can print out on your own and use. Also, this is so warm, it's bringing me so much comfort. But yeah, it's been really fun. It's very time consuming, but I love it a lot and I'm definitely already addicted to it. And I'm actually working on my April's bullet journal month spread right now, and I'm hopefully gonna have it announced tomorrow. If you're watching this the day that it's uploaded, I'll be announcing it tomorrow on my TikTok if all goes as planned. If you're watching this the day that I upload this video, which is actually my birthday, March 22nd, so that's pretty cool. I'll be turning 19, and then I will be making a video that I'm still in the process of filming that will be going up a week from now on my YouTube channel of like me just like setting up my bullet journal for next month. So stay tuned for all of that and get excited because we got a lot of fun things coming your way. Okay, so the next question is, do you write a whole diary with just writing, or do you write and draw? I guess it's just like asking if I have one specific journal dedicated to like writing or if I do other things in it. And in my journal that I like have all of my daily entries in, I do just for the most part do journaling, but I also definitely have some like bullet journaling type things layered in there. There's some like drawing sketches occasionally. I'll also like tape things in here and there, but for the most part it is just writing, and I'll try and like add color whenever I'm feeling it, but it's the majority of it is definitely just like black pen and paper. So the next question is, I have an issue. I'm scared someone is going to find my journal and read it. I'm going to pour all my secrets and stuff in here. What do I do? So a lot of you guys actually ask questions about like where to hide your diary or your journal, and just like talking about fear of whether or not someone will like find your journal and read what you write. And honestly, that's a hard thing to like answer because it is something that I sometimes will struggle with. Like, you know, obviously I don't want like my family or my roommate or my friends like taking like my journal and like reading it or anything, because that is very personal. But it honestly just kind of boils down to like, one, trusting the people that you're around, and two, kind of just like finding the balance of like how much you trust yourself to like write things, because I do always advocate for like trying to be as honest as you can be in your journal entries, but I do also like understand the like fear of someone else finding your journal and like reading all of your secrets and everything. It's hard for me to like advise different hiding spots as well, especially because like I don't know like what your house looks like or anything. But for the most part, I just like try and keep my journal kind of like out of sight, because curiosity killed the cat. And if your journal is literally like laying out there in the open, especially like opened up wide for people to see, like people are gonna like be curious and maybe want to like check it out. Whereas if you kind of keep it hidden and you don't make a big deal about like your journaling and everything, then people, I feel like, will be like less likely to try and like check out to like see what's going on. But yeah, I mean, it definitely is something that I'm still kind of like figuring out myself, because I still do kind of like have that like fear of, you know, what if someone reads what I'm writing? But if I'm ever writing something like more personal, even if I'm not even like writing personal things in there, I just like for some reason don't really like the idea of someone reading even just like me writing about like my boring day, just because I don't know, it's like a personal thing, you know. But I feel like my mentality is just to kind of hope for the best and not think too much about it, because I'm sure my family members have probably taken a peek here and there, but honestly I just try not to put too much thought into it, because I know I would just like drive myself crazy if I don't know, I would just get so paranoid. Ow, this is still so hot. Next question. Assuming you've started journaling before you moved out of your parents' house, how did you ensure no one ever read your journals when you weren't home? So I guess that kind of like just goes hand in hand with what I was just talking about. Just like trying to keep my journal like out of sight. Sometimes I would bring my journal with me depending on like where I was going or what I was doing, but a lot of the times I would just like keep it, you know, out of sight in my room. You know, another thing you can do is also like talk to the people you're around. I know this doesn't work for everybody, but if you're having an issue with worrying people are are going to be reading your journals, you can always like kind of explain to them how personal it is to you, because if they don't journal themselves, then they might not understand totally like that breaking of privacy or that betrayal kind of feeling that you would have if someone were to like invade your privacy and read your journal. I know that like my dad sometimes keeps journals, so like he definitely gets it more and knows that like he wouldn't want anyone reading his journal, so he kind of respects mine and doesn't go and read mine. At least I hope, you know. But yeah, just like sitting down and having a talk with them could also be a potential option to just kind of talk about how important it is for you to just like have a safe space for you to write your own thoughts without having to worry about other people like judging you or reading whatever you're writing. The next question is a journal and diary the same thing? I'm actually wanting to make a whole video about this, and I'm not sure if I've answered this question before, but yes and no is the short answer. They definitely can be used synonymously, but they do have like kind of separate definitions too if you like get down into the nitty-gritty. But yeah, so stay tuned for hopefully a video about that where I will be defining my personal perspective and opinions on the difference between those two. Okay, and so the next question is, where do you keep all of your used journals? That is a good question. Normally when I'm at home, I keep them kind of like scattered about. Right now I'm in my college dorm room, by the way, but when I'm at home I normally keep them kind of scattered around my room. I have some like in my desk drawers, some of them are like on a shelf kind of like with my books, but like right now in college I have them all like up in my dresser and they're just like sitting on like the top shelf in there. Nothing too exciting. Okay, so the next question, this is a good question. I feel like I'm saying that for like all of these questions. But so it is, what advice do you have for someone who can't seem to fill a journal up all the way before moving into a new one? I feel bored or tired of the journal when I am barely halfway through it and I can't get motivated to continue it. It can definitely be a struggle to fill up a journal, especially if you like, you know, get bored of that journal and it just feels kind of like a lot to get through. But honestly, I feel like my biggest piece of advice for that to kind of avoid running into that issue would be, instead of focusing on trying to fill up an entire journal at once, try and like instead focus on filling up page by page and not looking at it as like this big giant goal that you have to like get done, you know? Focusing on each individual page at a time definitely breaks it down. And to me, like, I don't even really think about how far I'm into a journal until like, you know, here and there occasionally I'll be like, oh wow, I'm like halfway through this journal, or wow, I didn't realize I'm almost done with this journal. I honestly have been trying to focus less on how many journals I've filled up, because I'd rather write one page that is really meaningful than 30 pages of nonsense just to complete a journal. But I also understand like the satisfaction that you get when you fill an entire journal, because it is really exciting and it's like fun to start new journals as well. So in order to kind of like focus in on each page, things that you can do is just kind of try different things with your journals on each page. Like I have a couple of videos on different ways to fill up your notebooks. So I know earlier in this video I mentioned that my journal isn't just all writing. I definitely have some pages that have like bullet journal type spreads on it, or like drawings, and I tape things in and just try to get like excited about each individual page, because there are so many different possibilities of what you can do. You can try different like hand lettering things or different font sizes. I don't know, just like whatever your heart desires. Add some color in there and sure enough, your journal will be filled up. Like if you just keep focusing on each page, it'll just fill up in no time. And you know, sometimes it won't. It took me 5 months to fill up my last journal, so it definitely can take some time, but I mean, there's no rush, you know, just have fun with it. Okay, so this will be the last question that I'm gonna be doing because I'm almost done with my tea and my voice is tired. So this one actually is 2 parts, but the second one is asking about like hiding your diary, which I kind of already touched on in this video. But the first one is, how long should your journal entries be? And that is totally up to you. I have a daily like minimum for myself where I write at least 1 page every day, but you can write as much or as little as you want to. If it's, you know, 1 sentence, 1 page, 1 paragraph, or like 20 pages, I don't know. That would be a lot if you do daily entries. I could not do 20 pages every day for daily entries, but there have been days where I do write like 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. The most I've done in one day is like 30 pages, which is a lot. There were 2 days one time where I wrote like 20 pages one day and then I wrote another 22 pages the next day. So like that was a lot. For the most part, I usually only write like 1 page a day, just like get out what I want to write. And yeah, there is no like specific amount that you should or shouldn't write. It's totally what you make of it, and you can define journaling like however you want it for you and your situation. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little Q&A video. Sorry again that my voice is really annoying to listen to, but I'm doing better. I'm feeling good. It's just like a lingering hoarse voice that I have. If you have any more journaling questions, go ahead and comment them down below, because I try my best to screenshot all of them and I can add them to my list of journaling questions questions for you guys. Get excited for tomorrow on my TikTok. I'll be announcing my journal spread theme of the month for April, so if you want to go follow me over there, you can. If you don't have TikTok, that's okay. You can also check out my Etsy shop where the prints will be up as well. And then if you don't want to look there either, I will be uploading a video a week from now where I also will be having a bullet journal video. So there's just like bullet journaling and journaling all around, all the happiness. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I love each and every one of you. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Oh, that is a wrap.